Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Loki Episode 2, The Variant. Let's do it. So welcome back to my Loki review series. I will be reviewing every episode of the show here on my channel. And I should say these reviews that I do by myself will be spoiler-free, but if you want more spoilery thoughts, Chris and I will be doing full spoiler reviews on our podcast, Mass Media Hysteria. That goes up on this channel every Monday, so check back for that if that's your thing. Now, if you watched my review from last week, you know that I quite enjoyed the first episode of this series. And while I didn't like this one quite as much, I still had a really good time with it. I did find the first half a little bit slow, but it picked up nicely in the back half. I'm really still digging the score of this show, like the music, but I also really enjoyed the soundtrack in this one. Their use of Holding Out for a Hero by Bandits, I thought worked really well, made me laugh out loud just for how well it worked. That was great. I'm also really enjoying the banter in this show. I dug it with Loki and Miss Minutes. I absolutely loved it with Loki and Mobius. There's definitely like a buddy cop vibe there with the both of them just barely tolerating each other. Even though, like, through the exasperation, I am picking up a little bit of genuine affection there, even though neither character would ever admit it. And I really enjoyed the scene where Loki is using Mobius' salad as like a metaphor. Owen Wilson in particular played the scene beautifully. I thought he was hilarious in it. I even really enjoyed the banter between Mobius and Ravonna Renslayer, as played by Gugu Mbatha-Raw. I was really glad she was back in this episode because I really like that actress. I do wish we had got a little bit more Casey in this episode though, because he was killing me last week. I said in my review of the first episode that from the trailers anyway, this show looks hugely cinematic in scope. We didn't really get too much of that in the first one. Got a little bit more here, still not all that much. Again, much of this episode takes place inside the TVA, which isn't to say that the place doesn't look good, it does. Particularly that one long shot of the elevator coming down into the lobby of the library. That was amazing. I don't know if that was a set or a miniature or CGI or some kind of mix of it all, but loved it. I also appreciated in the background of one shot in the library, we see like signs for different designated areas of the library, and one's labeled LOK3. Nice touch, because it looks like Loki. Later in the episode, though, we do get outside of the TVA and things do start looking really good. I won't say what happens, just that they do a little bit of traveling back in time. And I absolutely loved that sequence. It did look a little bit green screen to me, but still, I thought it was great. The big climactic scene towards the end had me a little bit confused for a couple of seconds, then I figured out what was going on. And I really dug it, and I loved where it left off. Made me super psyched for next week's episode. Aside from finding the first half of this episode a little bit slow, my only other issue was that there wasn't as much emotion as there was in the first one. Like, the first one had that sequence where Loki's watching the footage of his entire life and he's going through this huge range of emotions. I said last week, I think it's the best work. That one scene is the best work that Tom Hiddleston has done in his time in the MCU. There was none of that here. I kind of wish there had been. But still, I really enjoyed the episode, so I can't complain. Yeah, I'm digging this show quite a bit so far. And it's crazy that after next week, we'll already be halfway through the series. And then what's next? Black Widow? I think it's Black Widow. Bring it on. So those are my thoughts on Loki Episode 2, The Variant. Now, I want to know, what did you guys think of the episode? What's your favorite Loki moment in all of the MCU? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. Just helps the video get out to more people, helps the channel grow. I appreciate it very much. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.